What's up YouTube, this is Ryu Itachi here to give you another Naruto manga review. It's like really late here, but I figure I'm up anyway, so I'm off to read it and give you the update. Alright, in this chapter we see Kakashi found his newfound passion to protect Naruto, which is kind of funny because like Naruto's way stronger, but anyway. But we see Kakashi's like kind of about to faint or whatever because he's like super low on chakra because he had to use his manga to get out the dimension. And so we see Naruto kind of protecting him from Obito. And then, so Obito's kind of using it to his advantage because Naruto's kind of fighting handicapped since he's protecting Kakashi. But, and then Kurama is trying to convince him, I guess, like take over. I'm not exactly fully understanding what happened. It seemed like Kurama kind of took over. And so he asked Kakashi to give him his hand. And what does he do? He don't throw him out the way. He throws him at Obito. And of course Obito transports him to his own dimension. I thought that was kind of funny. But it was actually quite useful, which you find out at the end of the chapter. So Naruto's like freaking out, you know, like, what did you do, Kurama? And he was like, well, now you don't have any distractions, so now you can fight Obito, you know, full out or whatever. And so we see Naruto fight Obito, and then we see Obito actually, I'm not sure if this is the first time, this is the first time that I remember, the first time that Obito actually really got hit. Not like it was a stroke or nothing, it was just a regular hit, but somehow, I'm not exactly sure how this worked either, but Kakashi somehow hit him while he was inside of Obito's dimension, and he figured out the trick that Obito does. He said something to the effect of, I figure out how Obito does it. And it seemed like he hit him at the same time Naruto hit him on the outside world. So that's going to be interesting to see next chapter. But what we found out was, while he was in the dimension, what Kurama did, Kurama wasn't just being like the usual evil tail beast type monster that we've seen previous times, many times before. But what he did was, he gave Kakashi some of his chakra. He told Naruto that he's not like Naruto. He can give out chakra like freely, so easily. Obviously, he's a 9-tailed fox, so he has a heck of a lot of chakra versus Naruto. So, in retrospect, Kakashi is, although tired, he's, you know, he has more chakra. So he can use his manga right now at this very moment. But that's not even the best thing that happened to me personally. We see, Killer B, who's in 8-tail mode. He broke out of the Mokuton, and it's kind of interesting to me, but he said that Madara's wood style is exactly the same as the first Hokage's. So that's kind of interesting, but more interesting is we see 8-tail and we see 9-tail do, they're both tail ball, the blast that they do, and they shot it at the 10-tail. And it was this big, ginormous nuclear explosion going on. And so they're like, and they no longer sense the 10-tail chakra. So, you know, they're celebrating, they're all happy. But they failed to realize that they really did absolutely nothing. So, I don't know if it was Killer Bee or Naruto. One of them was like, is this the end? And then Obito is seeing Nell on the ground. And he's like, yeah, the end of this world. And then we see Madara, I forgot what he says. I think he says like, are you ready? And then we see the 10-tails. I think it's not exactly silhouette, but it's kind of silhouette. And we see it coming out the ground. It looks like the previous pictures that we've seen years ago. How we see like this big black figure with a lot of tails, and we've seen the Rinnegan, Sharingan eye. That's kind of how it's looking now, but like with a rock formation. So I'm thinking next manga chapter, I'm thinking the 10-tails is going to be fully revived, or darn near near it. I don't think it's gonna be necessarily as strong as how it was eons ago, but I think it's coming out. And I think whatever Obito and Madara is planning is pretty much going to happen next chapter, or a few chapters, but consecutively. And I'm thinking Kashi is going to do something. And although I said Guy was going to do something this chapter, he didn't necessarily do nothing. But when Kakashi was like, I'm going to save Naruto, Guy was like, yeah, me too. So I'm thinking if we got the Ten Tails darn near resurrected, I'm thinking we should see some gates from Guy, at least 8 gates, because it's the Ten Tails. You can't play around with that. And I think Kakashi's going to unleash something since Kurama gave him chakra. I'm presuming he gave him enough chakra if he could use the manga freely now, because he was already about to pass out, but now seemed like he was doing normal. So I'm thinking this next chapter and probably next few chapters is going to be pretty epic. And that's just what I'm thinking. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later.